Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Timothy Chilemba. I'm a fourth-year student at Rwanda. I'm here to present my preliminary results on the effects of preslaughter handling on selected meat-quality traits in indigenous chickens. And my supervisor is Mr. J. Tanganyika. Various treatments on the day of slaughter have been found out to affect the metabolism and the physiological state of an animal. This has produced undesirable changes in meat quality, as it has been observed by Lesaka and his associates. In Malawi, chickens are transported to markets on passenger vehicles, bicycles, and even lorries. This ends up stressing up the birds because they are roughly handled, and also it affects their welfare. Based on the studies that have been reported so far on preslaughter handling and transport stress, it has been reported that this has influenced meat quality characteristics to a very greater extent in poultry, and this has resulted into compromised nutritional requirements. In Malawi, this seems to be not recognized as a commercial significant problem, as we see most of the middlemen transporting their chickens from rural to urban areas in bulk, with little consideration of the preferred handling practices. This is perhaps due to very limited data which is available on this aspect of welfare. Therefore, this study aimed at assessing the effects of preslaughter handling on the selected meat quality traits in indigenous chickens. The main objective of this study was to evaluate the effects of preslaughter handling on meat quality in indigenous chickens. The specific objective: to determine and compare the physical composition characteristics of indigenous chicken was my first specific objective. The second one was to evaluate the indigenous chicken meat for relative chemical composition. The last objective was to determine and recommend the proper handling practices of indigenous chickens. The table in front is showing the physical and the chemical characteristics that I'm looking for. Under the physical characteristics, I'm looking for the pH, moisture content, water holding capacity, the total lipids, protein, and ash. Under the chemical analysis, I'm looking at the feeling when you're chewing, the amount of slime, the rate of muscle return, the visual look, and the muscle elasticity. This study was carried out at Bunda College of Agriculture. 18 birds which were kept under an intensive system have been used. The 18 birds were divided into 3 groups. Each group, there were 6 birds. In each group, all the birds were transported from the slaughter place for a distance of about 4 kilometers. And before the slaughter period, all the birds had water withdrawn for about a period of 10 hours. And there were 3 different transport modes. In Group A, the birds were transported upside down on a bicycle for a distance of 4 kilometers to the slaughter place. In Group B, the birds were transported from the rearing place to the slaughter place upside down on foot. Whilst in Group C, the birds were transported from the slaughter place they were transported from the rearing place to the slaughter place for a distance of 4 kilometers, and these were on plates. These are some of the steps that were carried out in preparation of the slaughtering of the chickens. All the 18 birds were first stunned. Then after stunning, there was cutting of the vesicular cords, then evasculation. Chilling was different for the 2 groups of birds. Those that were used for chemical analysis, they were chilled at -4 degrees Celsius, whilst those that were used for lab analysis, they were chilled at -26 degrees Celsius. Only those birds that were used for sensory evaluation, they were cooked in a grill at a temperature of 76 degrees Celsius. This followed by training of potential members that were supposed to evaluate the meat, and the last activity was sensory evaluation, which was carried out in one of the labs. In front of you are some of the pictures that were collected during the lab analysis. That analysis was done using SPSS, and these are some of the results that I've found out. On the pH, ash, and water holding capacity of the different birds that were carried out on different modes of transport. As of now, I'm still entering the data concerning sensory evaluation, and I'm yet to compare the results with the literatures and make the final report. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention.